Hello, and thank you for joining me for Java with Jim. I'm Jim Reese, Director of Business Development at Offit Kurman, joined here today with Tim Rhode. Tim is CEO of Rhode Management Company, but he's also working on something new, and that's why I thought the timing today would be great to bring Tim in and talk about what he's working on now. So Tim, welcome to the show. Thanks for joining us. Tell us what you're working on and what makes your new offering different from similar companies and similar people out there that are offering, something comparable.
Well, thanks, Jim. First of all, I appreciate you having me on Java with Jim. It's an honor. But I've been in business it's 41 years this year, and over that time, I've had an opportunity to start businesses, manage businesses, consult companies in the U.S. and overseas, and have worked with a lot of change. And as I come to this phase of my career, I started thinking about what would help business leaders, and it's this notion of dealing with change. It's really the only constant in business is change, and so I've developed this new online coaching program called Changing Lanes for Business. It's 4 simple steps to help business leaders accelerate progress and succeed with lead changing for their business.
And what's in the name, Changing Lanes? Explain that to us.
Right. Well, Changing Lanes is really what the whole process is designed around. It takes the notion of change and simplifies it into by comparing it to something people already know how to do. So successful change in business rarely requires a U-turn or even a major direction change. It's there right alongside of what you're currently doing, either once or twice. It's not unlike driving down the road. Most change management programs complicate things. The process quickly gets so complicated that it's hard to follow. And I found over my career that making things simple makes them far more likely to succeed. So taking this notion of succeeding with change and simplified it down into the same 4 steps you'd use when you're changing lanes. So those 4 steps are: decide to change, look for opportunities and risks, signal the change, and then actually make the change. And in this program, which I'm making available online, we take those 4 steps and unpack them in 4 brief sessions over a 4-week time period. And it gives business leaders something that they can use for the rest of their career.
So you've simplified it to what all of us are accustomed to when we drive and when we literally change lanes on the highway.
Exactly.
Great.
Exactly.
Sounds awesome.
Change happens every day in business. Oh, yeah. And if you take a look at the last 2 or 3 years, the changes have been significant. I mean, tectonic, really. So business leaders have been forced to deal with entire industry disruptions, all the way down to what's going on with individual staff or how are their people feeling today. Yet business leaders most business leaders don't have an approach or a structure that they can use, a system they can use to succeed with change. It just doesn't exist. We rely on our instincts. This is exactly what I found. And sometimes your instincts work and sometimes they don't. I mean, speaking for myself, it's the same thing. So over the years, I just found, let's say more in hindsight than in foresight, that if I just did these 4 things, that my success with change started happening reliably.
Yeah, that sounds great. I know you just kicked this off, your new program, you just kicked it off recently. But I still want to ask, what are you most proud of? Because I'm sure you've done a lot of strategizing and planning for the programs and preparing material and so forth. What are you most proud of with your new Changing Lanes for Businesses program?
Well, I'm really proud of making the transition and bringing it to market this way with this online coaching program. That to me is a whole new lane to be in. And so by taking this concept and distilling it down into something that is simple, is easy to remember, and it's easy to apply, and then making it available to people online, I can reach an infinite number of people. I can reach a whole lot more people now than I would have in my old approach, which was to work with businesses one at a time or industries one at a time. And I was limited by where I could be and how often I could be there. With this particular approach, there's no limit to the benefit that people can reach and where they are geographically or what level they're at in a company. It doesn't have to be just for C-suite people.
So, Tim, what do the next 6 months look like for you and Changing Lanes for Business program?
So as I go through the initial trials, I'm going to be opening up the enrollment for Changing Lanes to businesses and individual business leaders in all kinds of industries and geographies, and just broadcasting it further afield and making it available to people to use, and drawing case studies from different situations in which it's applied, and hopefully scale it to the point where it becomes a game changer for people on a much larger scale.
Sounds great. We wish you the best of luck with your new venture and growth, and cheers to your success. Tim, I've known you for a bunch of years now, but I have a feeling that some people watching this little conversation don't know you that well. So what is it about you that people don't know?
Well, you're right on the money. Most people know my wife, Liz, but they don't know me, right? I've been okay with that for 25 plus years. But we have two grown sons, and one is a graduate of the Citadel. He graduated in spring. He's actually working on he's a songwriter who's now working on an album, and he plans to bring that out in August. And then we have another son, and this is brand new. This is something even our neighbors don't know about, but our younger son just became a helicopter pilot yesterday at Embry-Riddle Aeronautic University out in Prescott, Arizona. So we're very proud of those two guys. So
wow, different directions, right? You got a future rock star, and you got a helicopter pilot.
Right. His goal is to fly helicopters for the Army, and he's well on his way already.
I had a feeling that might be the case.
There's plenty of other things people don't know, but many of them are illegal. We don't necessarily want to talk about those, right? So.
Okay, I hear you. That you've given me my my walking papers, my instructions. Well, Tim, always great to be with you. Best of luck with Changing Lanes. I love it because it's easy to understand. It's quick. It's concise. It's not long and drawn out. It's a 4-week program, and with a special bonus offer for a 5th week. Is that how it works?
Yeah, so the 4 steps are unpacked in 4 weeks, just 4 brief sessions. It takes somebody maybe 2 hours a week to participate in the program. But at the end of the 4 weeks, there's a bonus session called Gain Momentum. So once a company or a business leader learns how to use this approach, the Changing Lanes approach, to succeed with change wherever they want it, I show them in week 5 how to bake it into their culture, and how to turn your company into one that goes looking for change instead of coping with change or waiting to survive change or exist through change. You actually go looking for it to overcome problems and to seize opportunities. So that's the bonus session in the 5th week.
Love it. Well, great to see you, Tim. I'm sure I'll see you soon, and let's make sure we continue to stay connected so I can follow the progress. Thank
you. I appreciate it. Any of your listeners can go to the changinglanesapproach.com to see about the program, changinglanesapproach.com.
Thank you for sharing that. Take care. See you around.
Bye-bye.
Bye.